Welcome to Education Without Borders.
In this video, we want to show a very simple way of coming up with what I am referring to as affordable housing, or it can also be known as social housing. It can also be known as low-cost housing. This kind of housing may look small, but it is very, very important, because this is where we all begin. We all begin with a piece of land, then maybe you need to put up temporary structures. Sometimes we call them temporary, but my experience has been that some of the so-called temporary structures even outlive some of the so-called permanent. So we want to see the simple steps that can help us come up with simple housing. Let's listen.
We are on a project here which is an example of a very low-scale social housing scheme, and we want to follow the different stages where you can have very simple units, but which are also properly done, because you still need some small units which can be used for stores, even for small utilities here and there. So we want to follow and see what does this entail. It doesn't matter whether you are doing a small pit latrine or a very small unit like this. All of them require professionalism. So this is Education Without Borders. We are at the very low level social housing. I will not even call it affordable housing. This is social housing. We shall show you how the foundations are done. They are concreted. Then this is the foundation stone. As you can see, we are at the level where we want to do the slab. Keep following, and thank you very much for paying attention and having an interest in us, how to come up with a small social housing project. Again, this is Education Without Borders. Keep watching for us to learn more.
So let's continue. This project is a 1-month project. So we want to show you our progress of this particular project within a span of 1 month. And the first thing, as you can see, previously we saw the foundations being excavated. Over here, you can see the slab is being prepared. You need the slab to be well prepared, well leveled. And you saw the foundation stones are the ones containing the foundations. Then after the slab is prepared in this methodology, then we do 3 courses of a stone that will be raised, because the superstructure will be made of a material that needs to be protected from splashing rain and water, so that we try as much as possible to keep the costs low, but at the same time we do it professionally. So that's the reason why we have raised 3 foundation stones. You can see they are very good qualities. So we continue. Now we can see that the slab has been prepared, backfilled, and you can see they are ready to concrete. But in this particular methodology, we shall not concrete first. The superstructure, we shall raise 3 courses of foundation stone, which will be able to protect the iron sheets, because the superstructure and the roofing, the walling is predominantly iron sheets, because they are affordable, they are easy to build. And so after the slab, the floor is well compacted and leveled, then we raise now 3 stones. You can see they are very good foundation stones. 3 are enough because they'll protect the plinth from splashing water, and which affects the iron sheets. And the concreting of the slab will be done after, so that it can be contained within the different units. So there are 6 individual units, as you can see. Each is separate with a door and a window. It is enough to be a studio. It's a community kind of a social housing where everybody has their own room, and there will be a common dining, common cooking area, common ablution block outside. Remember, we are at the social affordable building. So after the foundation stone has been raised, then, as I said, you concrete the inside of the units. You can see, for example, that first unit, the floor has already been concreted very well, paying very special attention to the levels. You don't just mess it up. You use hoop iron to protect the foundation stones, because, as I said, sometimes you may call these temporary structures, but eventually they even become more permanent than some of the so-called. So we need to pay special attention, especially near the ground level. And you can see all that has been done with a very strict supervision, so that it is not put together anyhow, so that in the end we shall have simple, very smart, affordable units which can be used for different purposes. In this particular case, you can see the units are tucked at one extreme corner of this big industrial park, and they'll be very useful for different utilities. They can be used for storage, they can be used for small offices, they can be used for very many different applications. But as I say, the emphasis here is to keep it as affordable, as cost-effective as possible. So now we continue. We are setting up for the superstructure. We have brought in cement using simple transport. Again, this is affordable. We want to keep it as affordable as possible. Still at the same time observing work safety, site safety. We cannot afford to be careless at the same time, even if they are small little rooms. So as you can see, the rooms have been finished. The stones are well aligned. We have used the professional carpenters. This is mainly carpentry work. The height is not so high, so we want to keep things as affordable as possible. And as you can see, there is a common toilet and bathroom, because this is what is called social housing. People have to learn to be social. You keep following, because even we'll show you how to make kitchen area, dining area also common. These are normally very suitable for industrial workers, people who go to work in industry, and you may need to house them near your industrial shed or park. So the superstructure, as you can see, this is work that was started within the month. We are not yet a month, it's slightly less than a month, but as you can see, the superstructure is on, the roof is on, the floor is on, the doors and windows are ready, the openings are ready. So we are finishing off the inside. Now you can see the wisdom in having the 3 stones. If you just had the iron sheet sitting directly on the floor, then it would be very difficult to finish properly. So the superstructure, as I said, is affordable. Iron sheets are very affordable. The labor is quite affordable because you are able to work very quickly. As you know, labor is a major cost component. In the far end, you can see there's an ablution block that is common, which can be used by both or gender. And you can see we have carpenters doing their work, making sure everything is professionally done. Whether you are talking about a simple structure or not, it has to be professionally done. So let's keep watching. So in this particular case, because of the slope of the ground, it was stepped. There were 3 units a bit higher, then they are stepped down so that you also avoid the monotony. So you can see the framework of this particular structure is complete now. The roof is on. You start with the roof, then you infill with the walls. After the walls are infilled, you have an option now to put any material on the inside so that you can insulate. But as we said, this is cost effective, is part of the affordable housing or social housing. So you can see the doors, even the locks are the local ones, not expensive by any standards, but neatly done, neatly fixed. The idea is to have the workmanship to be as well done as possible. It doesn't matter the cost of the materials. All the workmanship has to be professionally done. As you can see, we are nearing the end. Now, if you look at that structure, it has 6 rooms, and the basic structure is complete in exactly 28 days. And this is slightly under a month. So if we give it another month, we shall welcome you in here to come in, to have a cup of tea, and to give suggestions as to how now we can finish the inside so that it may look like any other modern building. So what will remain now is to do the plastering. These stones have to be plastered both on the inside and outside so that they look as neat as possible. There will be some painting of the doors and the windows, and there we go. We have our affordable housing scheme in less than 1 month. Again, this is Education Without Borders. Thank you for watching, keep following, and keep liking. We shall be giving you more.